Our planet is changing at a pace more rapid than ever before. The consequences are no longer a distant threat, but a stark reality unfolding before our eyes. The year 2050 stands as a critical juncture, a point by which scientists predict irreversible damage. Sea levels are rising, temperatures are soaring, and the delicate balance of our natural world hangs precariously. Yet, amidst these challenges, there remains hope. Understanding this crisis gives us the impetus for action, the collective will to safeguard our planet's future. Scattered like jewels across the Indian Ocean, the Maldives faces an existential threat. Rising sea levels could submerge this nation within a generation. Densely populated on low-lying delta land, Bangladesh is vulnerable to rising sea levels and more ferocious cyclones. This tiny island nation, barely peaking above the waves, is on the front line of climate change, facing an uncertain future as the ocean encroaches. Chapter 4. Kiribati, seeking higher ground. With its highest point just a few meters above sea level, Kiribati is grappling with the encroaching sea, its people forced to relocate. Solomon Islands, islands vanishing. This archipelago nation is witnessing its islands disappear, swallowed by the rising tide, displacing communities and eroding cultural heritage. Fiji, paradise imperiled. Known for its beauty, Fiji faces climate change, with rising sea levels threatening its communities and tourism. This island paradise grapples with warming waters, impacting its coral reefs and marine life, crucial to its economy and ecology. Spread across the Pacific, Micronesia's low-lying islands face rising sea levels, jeopardizing freshwater resources and their way of life. Prone to cyclones and volcanic activity, Vanuatu is on the front lines of climate change, its people resilient but vulnerable to nature's intensifying forces. Chapter 10. Marshall Islands, a legacy at stake. This low-lying nation, bearing the scars of nuclear testing, now faces a new threat: climate change. Rising sea levels threaten to inundate its islands, submerging its history and culture. Chapter 11. Palau, protecting a marine paradise. Renowned for its marine biodiversity, Palau faces warming water's impact on coral reefs, a reminder of our planet's interconnected ecosystems. Chapter 12. Nauru, a fragile island nation. Once a prosperous phosphate mining island, Nauru now grapples with environmental consequences and the threat of rising sea levels, jeopardizing its limited land area. Chapter 13. Tonga, an island kingdom at risk. This Polynesian kingdom, with its ancient culture and traditions, faces rising sea levels and intense cyclones, threatening its existence. Chapter 14. Samoa, a paradise threatened. Known for its pristine beauty and vibrant culture, Samoa is facing climate change firsthand, with rising sea levels eroding coastlines and displacing communities. Chapter 15. Papua New Guinea, a biodiversity hotspot at risk. Home to a wealth of biodiversity, Papua New Guinea faces climate change impacts, from rising sea levels to changing rainfall patterns, threatening its unique flora and fauna. Chapter 16. Philippines, an archipelago in peril. This archipelago nation, highly vulnerable to typhoons and rising sea levels, is witnessing displacement and loss of biodiversity, a stark warning of climate change's global impact. Outro, our collective responsibility. The future of these 16 nations, and indeed of our planet, hangs in the balance. The time for action is now. Each of us has a role in mitigating climate change. By reducing our carbon footprint and supporting sustainable practices, we can turn the tide. Small actions multiplied by millions create positive change. Let us choose action over apathy and secure a future for generations to come.